Most of the people around here know too much about you, Sarah.
That's right, sir.
Upstage. Try it again. Upstage. Shall we go to live in a place?
To live in a place like this is to know everyone and everything they've ever done.
That sounds as though the people around here know too much about you, Sarah.
That's right, sir. It's been years since I came here from Dublin, but they still talk. Groups of old biddies huddled in corners when I pass. Gossiping old hags, every mean one of them.
Do you want to talk about Dublin, Mary? Sometimes it can help to talk to a stranger.
I suppose. Anyway, that's where his lordship met me. Says I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever laid eyes on. Was as well, in my fancy, in my finery. Silk I dressed in. Not like these old rags.
How did you meet Joseph?
At the house in Clevedon Street. His friends brought him there. He chose me. And my, was he handsome then. Treated me right, too.
Don't get down on one side of the bed. Stay behind.
Okay.
It was a lovely move, but I want to save it if we can.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And again, they're almost instinctive. It was almost like in the game. You don't have to play a bit of directly chill when you move across.
Yeah.
It sounds like too much no song about it, isn't it? Is it under there? I don't know. But, you know, we'll find a point. But certainly you can come in.
Okay.
If you come upstairs yourself, slightly, it'll be even better. So, you know, she's dominating. Rather than here.
Yeah. Okay.
Until there is a point where you can actually you are right in a way to get down. Yeah, because you can do the buttons bit from here, can't you?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. You were right getting down, but just don't be in such a hurry.
Yeah. Okay.
What we're doing now, it's the lines that are motivating the moves.
Yes.
We're not putting moves on, it's your writing that's actually motivating the moves. And her proximity, his proximity to her and everything is being dominated really, not dominated, but motivated by what you've written. Could we go from, it's a nice piece, Mary, as well.
I'm sorry,
You don't want to be like distracting, but I mean, she's talking, you're thinking, right, what can I do next?
Yeah.
Now you're starting thinking about what you really want to do with the whole everything, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
But without going over the top and running away and keeping it always on this level.
Yeah.
Don't preempt what's going to happen.
So Gavin, that's right, sir.
Yes, thank you.
That's right, sir. It's been years since I came here from Dublin. They still talk. Groups of old biddies huddled on corners when I pass. Gossiping old hags. Every mean one of them.
Do you want to talk about Dublin, Mary? Sometimes it can help to talk to a stranger.
I suppose. Anyway, that's where his lordship met me. Says it says I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever. Oh, knickers. I suppose. Anyway, that's where his lordship met me. Says I was the most beautiful thing he'd ever laid eyes on. Was as well, in my finery. Silk I dressed in. Not like these old rags.
How did you meet Joseph?
At the house in Clevedon Street. His friends brought him there. He chose me. And my, was he handsome then. Treated me right, too.
Clevedon Street.
Mrs. Beaton was kind enough on my being alone to take me in. She tutored me in the art of being a good companion, and soon I was enjoying what the city had to offer. And if my suitors were obliging enough to help out with the expenses, then Mrs. Beaton encouraged me and her other young ladies to take their gifts.
Right, I think I understand now.
So she's working as a whore, isn't she?
Yeah.
And what she's said there is her own justification as a good Catholic rural girl to actually sort of, get around it. So, it was nice the way you did it. Cleveland Street?
Okay.
Yes, Cleveland Street.